Good evening. There is new hope tonight for a College Hill man facing execution. The
Ohio Parole Board has voted for mercy in the case of Sean Hawkins, convicted of a double homicide in Mount Healthy in 1989. 9 News reporter Bryce Anslinger is live with how Hawkins' family is celebrating the news tonight. Bryce?
Well, Clyde and Tanya, the family of Sean Hawkins has been waiting for this day for the past 22 years. That's how long he's been in prison. And today they believe his life was saved.
Hopefully toward the end, and that we've managed to at least save his life.
Richard and Judy Hogan got the news today that the Ohio Parole Board voted unanimously to recommend that their son, Sean Hawkins, is not executed on June 14th.
Thank you, Jesus. We've been waiting for 22 years for this news, hoping and praying every day that something like this would develop, and we got the news. We were ecstatic.
They haven't talked to their son yet, but they know when they do, there will be excitement on both ends of the phone.
Just hearing the joy in his voice, knowing that something positive as his family happened.
Hawkins was sentenced to death for the murder of 2 men in Mount Healthy in 1989. At the time, the jury convicted him largely on the testimony of an eyewitness who has since recanted his testimony. Hawkins' attorney says the witness is unreliable. He also says a fingerprint found at the scene was mishandled by the sheriff's department. The parole board says it does believe Hawkins was involved in the murders, but they say many aspects of his conviction are troubling, and that's why they recommend that Hawkins spends the rest of his life in jail.
There were just too many questions about what happened that night for the death penalty to stand, according to the parole board as well as other people.
One of those other people is State Senator Bill Seitz. Seitz is a firm believer in the death penalty, but only in the appropriate case.
If we start applying it indiscriminately to cases like this that are kind of flimsy, I think the support for the continued use of capital punishment will erode.
Now the Hogans just sit and wait until Governor Kasich either decides to follow the recommendation of the parole board or move forward with the execution of Sean Hawkins. And just within the last hour, we heard from Hamilton County Prosecutor Joe Dieters. His last 21 years, a jury and 33 judges in 10 different state and federal courts have reviewed this case. None have ever believed Hawkins was innocent. Now, there is no timetable on when the governor will make his decision. Clyde?
All right, Bryce Anslinger live downtown tonight. Continuing our